Hey guys, with another video. We're gonna do the final generation of cyberdark and cyberdark. I have finally figured out the right build for it. So just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. You can see your good every time you deck or you have to do a duel. So let's get straight into this. We play just 2 copies of cyberdark. And as well, it's good too. You usually only have 2 because we're playing your Fanian's deck. It's really good. Play Core. Core is your best normal summon because it searches your older spell traps, including your cyber dark ones. As long as you have cyber in its name, they can search. And you have another effect that you control no monsters, and your opponent does. Only the control monster. You can banish this card from graveyard. Plus 1 cyber dragon monster. We hardly do that, but rare cases we will. Play 2 copies of hers. Hers is basically hers is really good. You basically search cyber dragon. See when he's great. Hers is sent to graveyard. You search cyber dragon. You search normal cyber dragon. Or if any of your cyber dragon monsters are in the graveyard, because they can start on the field or engrave. Majority of the ones do. You can search you can get core back to hand. Play 1 copy of Noxter. I would love to bump Noxter too, but the way how I build this deck, it does pretty much fine at 1. Play 1 copy of Veer. Veer is really good because you can chain block Ash. Good. And that's it for the cyber part. For the cyber dark part, play 1 copy. We play 2 copies of Chimera. Chimera is good at 2. He basically searches R. You can basically send 1 spell or trap to the graveyard. Search 1 per turn. You send 1 spell or trap to the graveyard. The search power bond, and then after you use the effect, you can fuse, but you can also fuse any fuse spell with the band. So basically, you turn your power bond into an overload fusion. And when this card is hit to graveyard, you can send 1 cyberdark monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is really cool. You play 2 copies of Cannon. I have bumped Cannon down to 2. I was thinking of playing him free, but then I thought of a different card to place. But if you want to run them free, you can. The Cannon, what it does is basically searches the cyber dark machine monsters. And then if this card was put to a cyber dark monster, and does when it's put to a monster and during the damage step, you just send 1 monster from your deck to graveyard. And if this card was destroyed well equipped, when it was equipped, you can draw 1 card. You can only search cyber dark machine monsters. Play 2 copies of Claw. Claw does pretty well. Claw searches your cyberdark spells and traps. You can basically search the searcher, or can maybe search the searcher. Then Claw's damage step effect. You can send 1 monster from your extra deck to graveyard. So he's basically extra Fool's Barrel, and this is Fool's Barrel. And when Cannon's destroyed when Claw's destroyed while it was clipped, you get to easily add 1 of your cyberdark monsters from your graveyard back to your hand, including him, so you can easily add him. With 1 copy of Horn, 1 copy of Edge, and 1 copy of Keel. They're all good at once. Basically, you have the same effect where if you know someone, you get 1 level 3 or lower dragon from your graveyard. It gains that attack. Then, if an attack monster, the battle monster has higher attack points, you can detach the card and you still take battle damage. They lose the attack points, sadly, and your monster is not destroyed. But they have their own separate effects. Horn does piercing. Edge can attack directly, but you cut the attack points in half. So basically, you have to build big line of monsters. You can cut the attack points in half, attack directly. The Keel does burn for 300 if he destroys a monster. We played 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy is just here for are usually ready to get into Affinity. You hardly ever get a chance to make 2. Play 1 copy of Dragon Buster. Dragon Buster is really good. It basically helps us with basically locks our opponent out of the extra deck. If you want to, you can throw it in. Since it is a tuner, you can technically throw in a synchro monster into this deck. It's really up to you. And for last card, play 1 copy of a Test Siren. Test Siren does here for basically help us boost up our monsters. And you can bring back some monsters. Basically, he's like a monster reborn for Cyber Machines and Dragons. And that's it for them. That's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells. For the spells, we play 1 copy of Cyber Eternal. Basically, Cyber Eternal is supposed to only just Cyber Machines. So 1 Cyber Machine feeds a monster, but ignore some existence. But they have to be properly summoned first. You know, it says ignoring some existence, they still have to be properly summoned. That's our special summon monsters. You can still summon a few monsters, but they have to be properly summoned first too. So it's ignoring some existence. You technically can, but it's really depending on which judge you're dealing with. Always check with the judge see if you're okay with doing it. Tester is special just play 1 copy of Cyber Repair Plant. Repair Plant helps get our Dark Soldier play really well. We played 2 copies of Cyber Emergency. Cyber Emergency cut down 2 because of I think of adding a different card. So they're fine at 2. And I looked at the list and would be fine too. And we play 2 copies of Repair Plant. If you have 2 or more Cyber, if you have 3 Cyber items, we can technically do both effects. Church Legacy or Suffolk Legacy. Or we can do both. Cyber Mercy is search of our Dragon monsters. We will be playing Cyber Mercy, but we don't have room for them. Play 2 copies of cyberdark Realm. Realm is really good at 2. I was to go bumping on the free, but then I thought with different cards. Realm does is basically as you search your cyberdark monsters. Then it gives you a free normal summon cyberdark. So basically you want, since you can technically normal summon a monster, then use Realm to normal summon a cyberdark monster. Then it also gives them their anime effect. So if you normal summon a cyberdark monster, you can come from both graveyards. So basically, in the anime, you can come from both graveyards. This gives them that effect. Really fun. We play 1 copy of Power 1. Power 1's really good. It's just if you only play at 1, we search it because the Chimera's final one. We play 1 copy of Overload Fusion. Just help us get through our stuff. 2 copies of Machine Dupe. Machine Dupe got cut down. Machine Dupe's good at 2. Because we don't need to see Infinity a lot. Pick 1 copy of Horizon. Horizon is, you can actually search Horizon off Claw because it's always treated as a cyberdark spell. The rare card. If you send 2 dragons or 2 cyber machines, the dragon portion has to be cyber dragon. Has to be a dragon with newer cyber. So that's why we send easy send a test cyber into this card. You send them. You can search. Here's 1 cyber machine or dragon. But it still has to be cyber statistic cyber tech for dragon. Then after this call resolves, you can send 1 cyber machine from your extra deck to your, but you're locked into. Just like with Noxter, you'll be both locked into extra deck. Locked to only summoning. This locks you to extra deck only summoning machines. Noxter locks you into only summoning special summoning machines. But it's totally fine because we're only going to be summoning machines for the extra deck, and we're going to be special summoning machines. Play 1 copy of Cyberload Fusion. Fusion which looks pretty well. Basically, we can fuse monsters from the field or banished. Pretty cool. Play 1 copy of Cyberdark Inferno. Inferno is really good because that can help us search our copy of Overload Fusion. Very good. And basically what it does is basically it protects some monsters, protect our starter weapons from your opponent's card effect, like by from targeting or destroying effects. So it can be targeted or destroyed with card effects by your opponent. But we can still do that. And basically we can have another effect where we can just bounce we target one cyberdark monster on our field, once per turn, effect, bounce it back to our hand. Then if you want to, with your automatic read, you normal summon it. And when this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, we can search for a poly or a fusion spell. So we got there's Overload Fusion or Cyberload Fusion. But we mainly search Overload. We hardly ever search Cyberload. And for the last spell, to play a full playset up Clockwork. And this is the this is why I took out one cannon, one claw, and one realm, because I wanted to play Clockwork Knight in this deck because it works so well. So I decided to finally add Clockwork Knight to this deck. So yep, that is it for the spells. And what Clockwork Knight does is basically search for it makes all monsters on the field become machine. Machine monsters you control gain 500. Machine monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. So you gain 500 attack and defense. When this card is sent to you can banish this card to search one. Or machine, what we don't do. But we made it keep it for funny reasons. That's it for the spells. Let's get into the traps. For the traps, we play one copy of Overflow, Cyberdark Overflow. Overflow, it basically gave us we can ban cyber dragons different levels. And we can pop that many cards, but it doesn't target, which actually goes for a lot of targeting proof cards. So basically destroy them. And if this card is destroyed by a card effect, we can search one cyber machine monster from our deck to our hand. Very cool. We play one copy of Cyberdark Invasion. Invasion is really good. We can basically use this. It has two effects, but we only use one effect per turn. Basically, what it does is basically we can turn one Cyberdark effect monster, and we put one dragon on machine from either graveyard. Really good. And you put your card, it gains 1,000, but if there were detached, you lose 1,000. Then it has another effect. You detach one quick card from one machine monster. You don't target. Destroy one card in the field. It doesn't even target. So that's a lot of targeting protections. We play a full playset. Imperm. Imperm's really good hand. It's a really good hand trap. It's basically a trap at the hand trap. And if we ever have to set the Imperm, we can basically negate the spell and trap zone in this thing. Basically. And we got best control, no face-up card to activate Imperm. From the hand, but it's fine because we use it to go second. This deck is good for going first. That's why the Cyberdark part is going first. And for last but not 13 of these, we play one copy of Rebirth Judgment. Rebirth just here for basically some crazy decks. But it basically slows down a lot of decks. And we can easily equip from their graveyard finally with the deck, with the card. So we can equip from both graveyards. So that worked pretty well. And that's it for the basically it makes them make all monsters from one type. And if the card's destroyed, it still stays that type. You have to negate the effect. You know, release the field. So it's just once per turn. And it's continuous for some reason. But that's it for the trap. Let's get into the extra deck. For the extra deck, play one copy of Cyberdark Dragon. Cyberdark Dragon does a little bit something. Third game card. One Cyberdark Dragon. One Cyberdark Dragon and one Cyberdark Dragon. Which you hardly ever do. But one level 10 or lower cyberdark fusion monster equipped with cyber and you just bust them. What you're normally going to be doing is unaffected all your opponents activate effects of this press. A lot of cards like to activate. So you try to activate something against this card, it basically does not work. Pretty funny. But effects are already activated, already go through it. So you guys gotta be careful on that. So basically, like effects like let's say they activate skill drain before it, it will be negated by skill drain. And then once per turn, you equip one monster from either graveyard to any monster, not just dragon armor scenes. Go to this card and for each equipped card it has, for every equipped card it has, every card equipped to this monster, it can attack that many times. So if you have 5 equipped cards, it can attack 5 times. You don't need to have cards for this card to attack, but it only attacks once. If that's one equipped card, same with the. Okay, we play what? Play one copy of Cyber Darkness Dragon. Cyber Darkness Dragon is the only little pin Cyber Dark monster. He basically does is basically gives you you basically acquire 5 Cyber Dark monsters. Easy to win this deck because you play a lot. Then you equip one Dragon Armor Scene from your graveyard card when it's special summoned. Then each your opponent activates a card or opponent activates an effect or card. You can effect detach one. You need to get rid of. You detach. So one equip card to the graveyard. Gate deactivates and if you do, destroy it, which is really fun. 2. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Dragon. Cyber Dark Dragon we hardly ever summon. He's just here to send the graveyard by claw. So we have more Cyber Darks to get to grave. We can go get a brick. You're good. Play one copy of Cyber N. Cyber N we usually send the grave of Horizon. Or we can do a claw, but we mainly do a Horizon. So yeah. And basically get those to grave. And you want to correct over no reason about those two. We play one copy of Twin. Twin's really good for OTKs because it can attack twice. So if you power bomb, copy of power bomb, you gain another 2000. You double power on doubles to attack some monsters. But we take the burn damage, but that's probably a bad problem. But play one Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. He guards one Cyber, 2 Cyber Dragons, Cyber Dragon monsters, plus. That means as many Cyber Dragon monsters as possible. Then, depending on how many you use, you destroy that. You destroy that many balls and traps on the field. So basically, you send the saviors to the full back row, including the including the field spell. You can pop them all by saying 6. Then you can send 2 like machines here to attack 3 times. So if they have 1 monster and you have to use power on, you have game by attacking the 1 monster. Then attack for game. It's pretty fun. Play one copy of Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. I was gonna buy that too, but found out one worked pretty well for me. So it's pretty well. Play one copy of what he does. See, these books pretty well clock night because almost every fields come from machines and night. We just summon a Saturday and basically get rid of the field instead of use Zeus. You know, it'll be a lot more easier. We play one copy of and it gets a 1,000 attack for the material you use. So pretty much it can get the highest it can ever gain. B is so 6 plus 6 is 12. Times that by 1,000. You basically only gain 1,200 attack points. Play one copy of Mega Fleet. I had cut Mega Fleet down to 1. I was thinking of playing with 2, but then Mega Fleet worked pretty well at 1. What we can basically do with Mega Fleet is basically requires one monster, so we can use any cyberdragons, plus one monster from the extra monster zone. So that means since there's only 2, the highest you ever get is 32. So there's only times by 1,200. So, and I forgot to mention, you can't use a fusion drill same thing. You don't need polymerization because you just easily wipe their board without having to use polymerization or simplifying. You just can't. In these two cannot be used for a fusion summon. It's fine because you play one copy of the last Chimera Tech monster we play is Overdragon. Here's why I play Overdragon, just in case we have no choice. We have to. This has sometimes saved my gut. So yep, save my gut a lot. Basically, requires one cyberdragon as many machines as possible. Then, until you summon your whole, only your field gets or your field gets wiped. Sadly. Then, depending on you can attack the number of monsters your opponent controls, depending on how many you use for a summon. And also, basically, if your opponent controls no monster, you cannot attack him. Sadly, if your opponent does control a monster, you can attack him. So I think you can attack for monsters 6 times, and for every and he gains attack points equal to the number of monsters you send for a summon. It will be a so basically, if you send 6, he will have basically how many monsters you send for a summon. He will gain times by 100. Cool. Play one copy of Invoke Mechaba. To see my builds of cyberdragon, Mechaba is basically are my one of my good go-to card target for a really good card. Now what Mechaba basically does is your opponent activates a card or effect, you can basically send the same card, a spell or a trap or a monster to your yard. You hit the effect, and if you do, banish it. Just basically somewhat a cause of cyclone, somewhat not. And we get extra specials off of Noxter, because Noxter basically gives us a system 21 monsters with 21 attack or 21 defense. It does lock into a scene. You special on this after it's been properly summoned, so we have multiple ways to get him back. Now you're probably questioning yourself, how do we summon Mechaba? We have no Alistair. So you're already wondering, you haven't seen me yet, seen my videos yet. Probably wondering, how do we summon Invoke Mechaba? No, how we summon Mechaba? We use Nova. Yeah, we use Nova. Nova has a special effect. Stars. His first effect is far as two level 5 machine monsters summon him. Then he has you detach one card. He has one card. One per turn, you detach one card, special one cyberdragon from your graveyard. But basically separate. This is a little bit different. Then his other effect is basically you spam one cyberdragon monster on the field. This does effect you advance one cyberdragon monster on the field. Gain 21, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, gains 21 attack points. Then, as this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can press on one machine type fusion monster from your extra deck. So our best target is Invoke Mecha. Really fun. Basically, you have to click this spell trap zone, and since back row removal is kind of popular nowadays, they have to think about it could be like Harpy's Predecessor. You see that we get them. We make them our opponents summon our own Mecha. So, we also play one copy of Infinity. BC Rig Cup Nova into Infinity, unless they don't negate and destroy it. It means we'll fit. You requires free level 6 late season that you hardly would ever do. Once returned, you can cyberdark Nova into Infinity, which you're always going to be doing. And you're going to summon one Infinity per turn. Basically, you see first you target one face-up attack monster on the field. Put it, you give it exceeds material, overlay material. Then when this card, then your opponent activates a effect or a card, you can quick effect detach one overlay unit. Gate deactivation if you do destroy it. And Infinity gains attack equal to the number of exceeds material it has to it. So you can get pretty high. It basically restores exceeds material, so it's pretty good. We play one copy of Sigurd. Sigurd's really good. It basically gives us the you see that it starts one monster with 21 attack on the field. That's a quick effect. You target one monster because it started on the field or in the graveyard. You have the quick effect where you can target one. If this monster has not attacked yet, quick effect you can target one monster with 21 attack or more or higher. They'll gain 21 attack, but attacks involving Seeger, the other player takes battle dance. This is alright because we can easily make it totally fine. So it doesn't really hurt us a lot. Play one copy of one Protector Whelp. He's here to basically help us get our Dragon Buster to grave. If I didn't need Protector Whelp, I would probably take him out for our Mega Fleet. We have to do, but basically just have one Buster Destruction Sword from your deck to Destruction Monster from your deck to the graveyard, and that's all we use them for. We don't use other effect since I'm on a drawing version of it. I don't really care about the other effect. And for the last link, we played one copy of Elmros. Elmros is really good for our Star Paraplan plays. We hardly ever use the effect where basically we just quick effect sends him to the react to basically take a monster from destruction effects. We hardly ever do that. We basically just use him to help us get into our fate. And that's it for the deck. That's it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoy. Keep an eye out for the hand test of this deck. That'll be coming out soon. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's figure out, see what comes up next. Probably up next will be the hand test of this deck. Really be fun. So see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.